It's Alabama's Morning News. I'm JT. Joining us now, Brian Levy, who is with the Cambridge Caregivers and Manchester Care Homes, to talk about what's happening with a mandate coming down from President Biden and also the nursing home situation. Not worried the new federal vaccine mandate is going to shut them down for good. Brian, welcome in. Thanks for being here.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So as we know, there's a lot of issues when it comes to the vaccine, people that want it, people that don't want it, the mandate now, the push down, the divisiveness that this president delivered. And I know you're frustrated with those that won't get the vaccine. You should be. I mean, look, hey, that's not really, how to win friends and influence people when you're trying to motivate people to get healthier. I mean, he came out pretty strong and rough, and he's just, I believe, trying to detract from his debacle in Afghanistan. So I'm going to be tough here in this arena. Well, I think it's backfiring right now. But I do want to ask you, about the nursing home situation. Is senior care is already facing a staffing shortage. So what does this mandate do as far as those folks in the homes and those people that are working there?
As much as we want to make this a political issue or start pointing blame, et cetera, there's been a nursing shortage starting since 2012. And it's really becoming more and more apparent now with COVID. The average nurse age is 50, so they're approaching retirement, and they're burned out. So there's two things. There's burnout, and there's also COVID. So you have those two stress umbrellas over your head, and it's just, lights out.
Well, when you see the shortage and the stress in this, how does the mandate come into play with all of this as well?
Well, the mandate, I think what the mandate is doing is forcing us to really look at what our healthcare workers are doing and how much risk they're putting on other people that they're working with and caring for.
You think we're about to see a rash of resignations in all this process?
I think we were going to see either a rash of resignations because of retirement age and because of burnout. So yes, I do. And I think the resignations are going to come in a different form rather than just hang up their hat and not be in nursing at all. I think nurses are going to look at, okay, they love this profession, but there are all these issues at assisted living and facilities, skilled nursing, hospitals, et cetera, and they're going to take a different route and probably go more less stressful route and start looking at things like private duty.
I was just going to ask you, what do you think turns this around for the nursing industry and the hospitals and basically folks that need this care? What can turn this around and get it back in the right direction?
Let's all use common sense. Vaccinations have been around for a very, very long time. I understand the apprehension at the beginning. People had allergies and they were breastfeeding, and there was a lot of unknown, right? Well, now they're FDA approved. So all signs are pointing to, hey, this is safe. This is what we need to do to keep our society safe. Nurses are a vital part of the healthcare system, no doubt. And when facilities are understaffed, the trickle-down effect is real. There's mortality rates, there's safety, and there's overall patient morale and staff morale. So I think we all need to refocus and think logically.
Well, I appreciate your input this morning, Brian.